Trackers gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na. Yes, in the mighty power that could save the day. Na 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 na. Yes, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Na 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 na. Yes, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
All right, we're at the location. A lot of really bad storms lately. Did number on some of the servers' computers, so I gotta get here and get them all working. Computers don't need power, right? I'm sure they have some abacuses that they can use. They'll be fine. But yeah, we gotta go. Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. This was requested, and I consider myself a man of the people, and I wanted to make sure I accommodated. I thought you guys liked me though. I mean, you might as well ask me next to do a complete biography on Billboard Blast. But today I'm going to talk about T-Bob, agent profile. I know he wasn't an agent, but I wanted to talk about him in the grand scheme of things through the cartoon and the toy line, and a little bit of comic lore in there as well. Not only am I blessed with one T-Bob, I have two. This is one from when I was a kid. This is my original, still intact. I'm not really going to be able to review Scott and T-Bob as a figure set. Here's Scott. But what would happen here a lot is these arms would get jammed in on the toy. So watch out for that. We talk about the toy itself and the packaging, and you know, I'm even going to talk about him, but just because he came with it, you know, we'll get to that. But T-Bob was built by Scott. I don't know how, but we'll get to that. So T-Bob, voiced by Graham McKenna, who also voiced Brad Turner, who is a candidate for next upcoming profile. T-Bob is short for Thingamabob, if you didn't know that, and was built by Scott, if you believe that. In the comics, it was said that Alex Sector actually built him in the UK versions. So I don't know which one is correct. I would probably lean more toward the cartoon and toy line. But again, if you haven't read Mask 86, that's my favorite. My favorite appearance of T-Bob is right here. Oh, T-Bob. No. T-Bob. He died doing what he loved, getting in the way. T-Bob appeared in all 65 episodes, but none of the racing series. Same thing with Scott. I don't know why that was the case. but he was there, whether it was for a couple seconds, but he was always in the PSAs. There might have been a few that he wasn't in as well. And I plan on to review the PSAs in a later episode, but I always remember those more fondly than I do the episode appearances of T-Bob. I don't know if I'm alone on that, but maybe I'm not. As you know, he transforms into a motor scooter. He has like communications built in himself, and he has a tracking system. But outside of that, I don't really remember much else he can do other than get in trouble. He did provide comic relief. I will give him that. Sometimes he did have little quippy one-liners that I would get a chuckle out of. But then I would picture like, something falling on him. Because why not? And he would interact with Denim a lot too in the cartoon, and there was never really they never really put it together. There was a couple times when he was possibly interrogated, but without the continuity aspects of the show, it was easy to not have it happen, where they don't really remember him. Like, you can kind of write your own story on that front, where you're going, well, they just don't remember him, is essentially what I get at, with that part of it anyway. He was always around Scott. Whatever activity Scott was doing, T-Bob was doing as well. Whether he was too anxious to do it, he didn't have the same drive that Scott had, so he was always more cautious. But when the going got tough, he did step up. And there's a really cool kind of a tribute video that Agents of Mass did. I'll play a brief clip of it right here. But if you want to watch the full thing, hop on over to their channel and check it out. And talking about saving people, a lot of times I felt like that might have happened by accident. So I think that is kind of C3, C3PO like in that front. So that could be the case. Could be, a correlation there. It does look like R2-D2, but with legs. So maybe there was some, borrowing from that aspect. Now, many of you would know T-Bob coming on the 2-card pack, which he did. He would come on that and, came with Scott. But he also was in a box as well. I don't own the box. I have pictures of it. It's hard to find. So if you do come across a boxed figure set of Scott and T-Bob, definitely get it. For the Bubble 2-pack, you're probably looking at, unpunched, let's say. I'm going to say like $150, give or take. The box, I don't know for sure because I've only seen 2 for sale, and it was a long time ago. So whatever price point that was there, it's probably not relevant anymore. But again, with the toy, had one costume, this one, and there's a scooter. There you go. This head turns just like that. And if you want to get a cartoon accurate T-Bob, look for some really good customizers out there. This was a 3D printed model, and then it was painted by a friend of mine because my hands are not steady enough to do it. So if you want to display that in your collection, you definitely can. For me, I'm not a huge fan of T-Bob, and I've made that pretty well known, I think. But that doesn't mean I don't understand the importance of his character. And whether or not you love him or hate him, I felt like he did have a part in the show. I just maybe wish he evolved a little bit as time went on. But again, without the continuity aspects of things, it would have been hard to do. What are your overall thoughts on T-Bob? Did you like him as a show? Do you like the toy? Is there anything you wish the toy itself, as it was, did differently? What would you like to see out of the cartoon? Like, what did you want different out of that? Like I said, I wanted them to evolve. Maybe that's just me. So until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep Mask alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum's got such